In this edition of RPP News, a Frankston councillor steps down, police take to the water, and the Mornington Library cafe is back in business. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPP News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. Frankston City Councillor Stephen Hughes has resigned. Councillor Hughes was elected to represent the North West Ward in October of 2020. On his Facebook page, Mr Hughes claimed to have been treated unfairly by a council that, in his words, resisted his attempts to curb profligate spending. His tenure was not without controversy, as he has been the subject of 2 suspensions and a mediation with other councillors. According to Mr Hughes, a further arbitration hearing is soon to commence. The Victorian Electoral Commission will fill the vacancy through a countback of the formal ballot papers cast at the last general election. A new rapid response water police team has been launched in time for the busy summer period. Part of the new water police squad, the newly formed small boat team will use a mix of jet skis and inflatable rescue boats inland and along the coast. The smaller vessels are more manoeuvrable, making it easier for police to access hard-to-reach areas like sea caves, cliffs and rocky shorelines when responding to search and rescue incidents. 10 police have been training for months to form the new team, which launched on Thursday. The team will also target unruly boats and jet skis, including those travelling too close to swimmers, exceeding speed restrictions or ignoring no boating zones. The section of Main Street, Mornington, impacted by the recent fire at Colt Dining has been reopened for vehicle traffic. The footpath in front of 9 to 15 Main Street remains closed while work continues to make the area safe. 3 of the 9 closed businesses have been able to reopen, and planning permission to rebuild fire-affected properties has been granted. At the direction of the CFA, this year's fire danger period for the Mornington Peninsula will commence at 1 a.m. on Monday the 18th of December. The El Niño weather pattern means Victorians can expect a hotter and drier summer than recent years, and the CFA has called on communities to begin preparing their properties and creating a bushfire survival plan. During this period, a written permit is required to burn off grass, undergrowth, weeds and other vegetation. The fire danger period will end on the 1st of May next year. Visit the Vic Emergency website for more information. The Mornington Library Cafe has officially reopened with new tenants Happiness First, a social enterprise that provides meaningful and accessible employment, empowering individuals to showcase their unique skills and talents. The cafe is open from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. Monday to Saturday. The new team invites everyone to take a seat and enjoy a good book, free Wi-Fi and a delicious treat while using library services. The Peninsula's extra recycling program has commenced for the summer. From now until the 26th of January, the council will collect household recycling bins every week. Collection will be on the same weekday as the usual fortnightly recycling service. Public bins will be emptied every weekday, including public holidays. And remember, bottles, cans and other beverage containers with the 10-cent refund mark can be taken to a return at collection point for a refund. And lighting has now been installed on artist Natasha Johns Messenger's 14-metre-high steel pole sculpture, Compass 2023. Located on the Cranbourne Road exit of the Peninsula Link Freeway, Compass 2023 will provide a dramatic landmark for drivers at night. The arcs at the top of the sculpture are illuminated after dark, referencing compass directions floating in the night sky. The sculpture is the 7th in a series of public artworks to be displayed on the freeway as part of the Southern Way McClellan Commission and replaces the sculpture Love Flower. After the break, we have Bianca with the weekly weather update.
Everyone knows Australia has 4 big banks, but the 5th biggest retail bank is snapping at their heels. It's a bank that's been around for over 160 years, can be found in over 500 locations nationwide, looks after over 1.8 million customers, and is regularly voted one of the most trusted brands out of all the thousands of brands in Australia. Who is this fantastic number 5? Yep, it's Bendigo Bank. The better big bank.
Established in 1988, Progress Science has been servicing the local community for 30 years. Located on the Mornington Peninsula, they are the #1 destination for all your signage needs. specialising in a variety of signage from vehicles to shop fronts, occasional and corporate events, short-term, long-term and everything in between. If it's signs you need, be it large or small, Progress Signs is the place to call. Available 24/7 at progress-signs.com.au or call the team on 5975 9188. Thinking signs? Think Progress Signs, a station sponsor.
Battery World now open in Mornington.
We know batteries. We know our 75D23Ls from our DIN 65LHs. And we know which is best for you. We have the range and a spark no one else can match because we live and breathe batteries. Those beautiful boxes and cylinders that power our lives and our passions. That's why we're the batteryologists. We're Battery World.
Battery World Shop 1, 43 Mornington Tyre Road, Mornington.
And now it's time for Bianca with this week's weather.
Hello, I'm Bianca and welcome to this week's RPP weather update. Well, it's been a crazy week for weather. We have had cold, humidity, heat, thunderstorms and everything in between. In this last week before Christmas, what can we expect? Let's dive in and take a look. Sunday the 17th of December brings us a mostly cloudy day. We can expect a low of 12 and a high of 21. Monday sees a very humid, cloudy day with a possibility of some light rain. We can expect a low of 13 and a warm high of 30. Tuesday brings us a rainy day, bringing us a low of 16 and a high of 20. Wednesday sees the rain clearing, but bringing us a low of 12 and a high of 18. Thursday brings us another cloudy day with a low of 12 and a high of 20. Friday sees a partly cloudy day, bringing us a low of 13 and a high of 22. And finally, Saturday sees a partly rainy day with a low of 14 and a high of 22. Well, that's all for this week and for this year. We are taking a short break, but we look forward to seeing you again in 2024. In the meantime, have a great holiday and Happy New Year.
Now to our surf guru Muzz with the Surf Report.
Hey, it's Muzz and I'm back with this week's Mornington Peninsula Surf Report. Bit of a surprise swell we had this week on Tuesday, 22-second interval, big swell. Was fighting a southeasterly, was a one-day wonder, but it was some solid waves to come through all day Tuesday. So if you got amongst it, you would have got some decent sort of cross onshore waves. And likewise yesterday on Wednesday, it was still okay. Today the wind's surprisingly gone round to the west-northwest, and there's a few waves to be had. And the swell looks like it's going to hang in there. And actually, if anything, pick up maybe a bit on Sunday. And Monday looks like being the best day in the next week's forecast. It looks like it'll be sort of reasonably, not too big, but solid. So there'll be probably little waves in Western Port, waves at Flinders, and maybe solid waves on the beaches between Gunner and Portsea on Monday. It looks like it will be northerly, heading to northeasterly, and before the next front comes in. So definitely, in the forecast, it's not too bad for the week leading up to Christmas, and make the most of it because the crowds are coming and summer's here, and everyone will be down from town on holidays. The surf will be ridiculous as of this time next week. All right, see you next week. Bye.
And that's all from our team here at RPP News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Bringing the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula, I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.